The vitamin world is giving the wrong advice. For instance, if you do not know what you're doing with them, they're just as dangerous as any drug you could put in your mouth. The next thing is supplementing with vitamin D is not the same as being outdoors because we absorb it through our skin. But what we've been told is don't ever let the sun touch your skin. And another example is when we're deficient in this vitamin, our brain actually forgets how to sleep. And I know that because I'm a neurologist and I wanted to tell the world about what my patients and I had discovered together about making sleep better. And billions around the world have a sleep problem, but no one's treating it. And the usual sleep treatment is behavioral, like blackout curtains, go to bed at the same time. But that is not something that's helped the people who wind up with me. They've tried all that already. And I've taken care of 28-year-olds who just had a stroke. 28-year-olds. We associate stroke with being old and having diabetes and hypertension and heart disease. No. So then I did a whole bunch of sleep studies because we found some exciting things by accident that turn out to have to do with vitamin deficiencies and deficiencies that have developed from being indoors too much. And we're starting to feel the effects of that, like obesity. But there are no obese squirrels in my backyard. The only obese animals are cats and dogs that we keep inside. And then we found out most of the sleep disorders are really linked to the gut microbiome. And we could go into that. But one of the interesting things I learned was vitamin D is a hormone. There was a mistake made in calling it a vitamin.
Well, I'm very curious to learn about all of this. And also, you've come up with this protocol called the Right Sleep Protocol. Can you walk me through it?
Absolutely. Here's the first part of it. So,
this is super interesting to me. My team give me this report to show me how many of you that watch this show subscribe. And some of you have told us, according to this, that you are unsubscribed from the channel randomly. So favor to ask all of you, please could you check right now if you've hit the subscribe button, if you are a regular viewer of the show and you like what we do here. We're approaching quite a significant landmark on this show in terms of a subscriber number. So if there was one simple free thing that you could do to help us, my team, everyone here, to keep this show free, to keep it improving year over year and week over week, it is just to hit that subscribe button and to double check if you've hit it. Only thing I'll ever ask of you. Do we have a deal? If you do it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make sure every single week, every single month, we fight harder and harder and harder and harder to bring you the guests and conversations that you want to hear. I've stayed true to that promise since the very beginning of the Diary of a CEO, and I will not let you down. Please help us. Really appreciate it. Let's get on with the show.
Dr. Stasha Gomenak. For the people that have just clicked on this conversation because they like the title, they're interested in the subject matter, what are they going to get from sitting with us and listening to us? How is their life going to improve?
A completely unique and new way to look at why they are not sleeping well or why they have medical problems. I hope they will come away with the impression that I want to find out if my brain chemistry is normal or not normal for sleep.
And you were a clinical assistant professor of neurology at Stanford University Hospital, and also you did a neurology residency at Harvard Medical School.
Yes. I grew up in California. I became a biochemist. And then I wound up being interested in medicine because biochemistry is being applied to humans in medicine. So I became a physician, and then I went into neurology, and I'm a neurologist. And then by accident, somebody insisted that they wanted a sleep study. And this was in 2004 now.
So you were a neurologist, you became a doctor, and then you fell in love with sleep.
Yes.
How many patients have you worked with on the subject matter of sleep? What's the wide range of symptoms that they were experiencing and problems that they had, just to get a sort of context on the variety and broadness of your experience?
Probably 2,000. Since leaving neurology practice, I started an online business where I became a sleep coach. I'm estimating that I have affected another 5,000 to 6,000 people. And that's because I have a workbook that we're going to talk about. I have set out a series of steps that you should do, and that those steps are based on brain chemistry, not on you do it wrong, which is what is all over the internet. You are just doing it wrong. The usual sleep treatment is behavioral. Blackout curtains, white noise, go to bed at the same time, recognize your bedroom as a quiet place for sleep, etc. That is not something that's helped the people who wind up with me. They've tried all that. They've tried everything. So what are the range of symptoms? The first experience was with women who had headache. One of my patients said, these drugs